Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the tavern. Thank you so much for all the support on the Sleep Token music we've been listening to so far. It's been a wonderful experience getting into like a new community and a new thing that's been around for many years. But like, I've started to listen to some of the other stuff offhand a little bit, but well, actually, more or less, most of it's been appearing on my feed right now, which has been kind of amazing that's kind of happening. Because like, I got to try to skip it when it goes into like a random playlist just so I can react to this for the first time and things. But we're gonna continue on that trend for there by listening to another Sleep Token song called Gethsemane, I think. I don't know. I'm probably pronouncing these wrong. I apologize ahead of time if I am. Um, if you're not new to the channel, or if you're new to the channel, I have this terrible thing of mispronouncing everything. Like, you can literally look at any of my videos and see that I have probably mispronounced 30,000 things wrong. It's just it's my brand. We're gonna listen to Gethsemane today. I have also made sure that I tried to pull up some lyrics this time so I can actually kind of listen along with the lyrics and try to do kind of an analysis, because many of you were like, the lyrics are just as important as uh the musical things that we the like the music structure. Even though I myself am more into the music structure type thing, apparently the lyrics are the huge aspect of it. And I'm like, oh well, that's good to know that that's probably the things that I should be more focusing on. So I will have the lyrics pulled up. So again, thank you for those who have commented. We helped us get more stuff listed, as well as other things too. So um, I am gonna be happy to do some lyrical things too. Again, my main focus is always on like musical structure, but we'll see what we could do with this too. Anyways, enough of my rambling. Like, subscribe, comments, listen to the original. You guys know the drill by this point, and just thanks for supporting the tavern. So let's go ahead and listen to Gethsemane, and let's see what we got here. Boop, and pop forward. Still the flag things though, which is interesting. There must be some symbolism within there. Nice little piano chordal start there. Ooh. So, breakup song? Maybe? Learn to live without a love situation? I'm looking at the lyrics at the same time, but this almost sounds like a sad love song ballad. So, especially with the typical chord, the chords that you hear in the beginning. That high voice there that Sleep Token has is phenomenal, and it gives so much like raw emotion just to kind of hear somebody, like, essentially just pouring their emotions out. Again, the burning flag thing must be like symbolism for a lot of what Sleep Token did, especially since the last one felt more rebellious to me. This one being, I don't know. I don't know. Let's just like keep listening and keep going through this, because it sounds like a sad breakup song, or after back breakup song. Ooh, those harmonies there. Gosh. Like, there's been so many cool harmonies that I've been hearing in a lot of like recent not covers, but songs and things like that. That tickles that certain like ear bone that I love, and it gives the chills. Like, I think it's like the fourth harmony. It's either thirds or fourths that I hear, but when you have the main melody line and then another vocal line going either a third or fourth above it, it gives that kind of like sadness. This feels like a very sad song to me. Oh, geez. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so that changed like the overall mood and feeling of this immediately. Obviously this beginning intro felt uh more like this was kind of a aftermath of a breakup song. I'm surviving even though I wasted so much time on you type thing. This is me trying to get over whatever relationship that felt maybe very one-sided or something. I don't know. I'm trying That's the major vibe at least getting from the lyrics in the intro. But then this immediate like sad somber piano to this like, oh man, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like kind of this more, I don't want to call it upbeat because it's not, and more like trap drum, harder guitar, almost like we're going into more of a punk style of music at this point. It's a nice way to kind of, push the first verse going into there, because that was your intro. You got the introduction to your story. Now going into the verses from here. That was kind of cool that we had that like push, and that it was a little nice surprise. And that's what I kind of liked about Sleep Token, like before, well, not before, like with the previous song that we reacted to, is just that the genre merging and genre melding end up really kind of surprising you at times. So this was kind of another surprise because I thought it would be slower, but that trap drum made it feel a lot faster, at least going into the verses. I like it. Plus, I think the fact that we still have like the very slow chord progression in the background going, that dun 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 dun, but the guitar and the drums are obviously more in like front and center here. It's a really nice contrast from there, and it gives again weird mixed emotions, which we kind of like. Again, we also kind of have that uneven feeling again with pulse and rhythm. Many of you had mentioned that it was still in 4/4 for like the previous thing, and I can definitely tell this is still an even beat, but with the way that the chords, especially like the drum and guitar beats are going, it does more feel that like five-ish feel again. Maybe not five-ish, it might be something a little bit different from there, but it feels like an uneven rhythm, which again gets more to that angst of probably what the verses are trying to go through. It's cool. It's cool. It's that uneasiness feeling, which I wonder if that's like a staple in a lot of Sleep Token music. It's cool. It's kind of cool to have that vibe because it makes you feel uneasy, and that's never a bad thing, especially with music like this. This is so punky to me. All right, so each different like it's interesting because like there is definitely a progression that we're following here in terms of, like genre twisting a little bit. Like if we're going from this like soft-esque thing, it like grunge punk-esque style being soft, then like fast and more uneven back to like the soft S thing probably leading into the chorus. It's interesting. And if that's kind of what in the emotional heartstrings are going through here, it does kind of make sense because at one angle, you're really missing the person that you devoted a lot of time to, but on the other, are you angry at yourself for being led on? Are you angry at yourself for trying to push and pull so much to try to hold on to a relationship or something, which it feels the lyrics are really trying to push forward to? Like, was I waiting for you all along when all you were doing was just counting down the days to break my heart or whatever it was? Did I have the blindfold on? What was going on? So it feels like there's a lot of a range of emotion from like sad and depressed to like angry. And I wonder if that's going to flow as we go further in here. Do you like that light version as we go into each like ABA format, essentially? Like reminiscing and then. Oh. Ooh! What might be good for your heart, and then immediately boom into the harder style music. That's a cool effect. What is good for the heart? Is it to hang on to the past? Is it to move forward? Is it try to hold on to something that might be fleeting? Is it to say fuck you? Man, it is cool the amount of like angst that you feel within this. God, I love hard music like this though. And this call and response that we're doing with the instruments is amazing. Like it seems like the chorus, which I know that's what we're in right now is the chorus. We're doing this whole what might be good for your heart, and then the instruments respond with this like hard rock, hard punk, hard grunge style feeling. Then this lighter with these beautiful harmonies, might not be good for my head, hard, light, hard. It's really kind of going between it. It's like it almost feels like the emotional turmoil of what you might have when you're going through a breakup or someone that you're super hung up on. It's a cool way musically to show like, you know, some of the differences with this. I like it. It's cool. This is cool. And then it stays hard. And then back to the lightness again. Oh. Oh, this is such a heartbreaking song. Oh, with that weird progression there too. Because we were doing the same 4 chords until we started talking about do you want to hurt me, and then we changed it just slightly to make it even worse. It's just the change of the contrast in the styles. Like when we're talking more about the anger side, more about being led on, it's all very angsty. When we talk about being hurt or everything like that, it gets all like sad and mopey. Oh man, that's a hell of a contrast, and I love that. And man, that post chorus with when we're talking about do you want to hurt me, we just changing that progression slightly makes it feel even more like heartstring pulling. It's sad music. This is a perfect breakup song. I like it. Oh, it's just the angst and anger coming out right here. God, I love that drum beat. I mean, even like the bass line, the drum beats, there's a lot of syncopation in here, which is always kind of an uneven feel. You hear the bass kind of going da 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 or something like that, along with the bass and the guitars kind of like contrasting that. That alone just makes us feel like you're headbanging, trying to mosh pit your way through life here. It's a lot of angst, and I love it. Sorry I keep using the word angst. It's just a lot of how I feel as I listen to this. It reminds me of just like 2000s music, especially when it comes to like grunge punk. And then adding those like chordals in the background, which it still feels like it's the same chord progression that was introduced to the piano. It's just now held out and sounds more organ-like as compared to the soft piano that we had. Like this instrumental break is just like pushing things forward. It makes it feel like all the anger and frustration is just coming out all at once. And it's, it gives chills. Just makes me just want to sit here and really vibe to it. Because it's almost like the chords in the background are almost like screams a little bit. Or that's just a vibe it gives. Oh, that gives chills. With it just cutting off completely. With crowds cheering in the background? That's different. Or screams, which is it? Whoa. Drumline snare? They did it. Oh my god, I was not expecting that. Oh, there's the twist right there. Then we get into this like god. What was I just listening to that we kind of gave this almost god. This reminds me of like trap music now that gives it like kind of K-pop vibes from there. Like not like the singing wise and everything like there, but just like that trap typical beat drum thing that you would hear for kind of like a rapping section. I was not expecting that. Like let's just do like a drum core snare drum line and then boom, immediately put it into trap drums and then give that same theme over again. Was not expecting that kind of musical twist. That's a musical whirlwind like there. I like that. Not at all what I was expecting. That's cool. They do that every time they go into a bridge. That's beautiful. I mean, again, we have this pulse that is like in common time. It's easy to kind of tap um your foot to kind of keep the pulse from there. But because we're putting the strong beats on kind of weak beat on like weak syncopated rhythms there, it feels uneven again. And that uneven just, came in and dream, put it down like a smoke. We used to be a team, now we let each other go. This is someone just trying to get over somebody and they're not able to. This is the clinging. Maybe it feels so uneven, unscattered. Excuse me, uneven and unscattered because we're clinging on to what we remember, what we're trying to move on from. It's a really it's so effective and it gives an uneasy pain to it. God, I love when we have that uneven beat, but it's not, but it is. This is something that you would hear in literally like a hip hop middle part there. And I like as it keeps going further, we're doing that trap buildup. We're doing that EDM buildup again. I know you guys gave it I know you gave this like genre a term last video. I can't for the life of me remember it. I apologize. But I was like, I had never heard that music genre before, but now I'm starting to kind of hear that these guys are known for this kind of mash together. But it seems like every time we repeat the bridge, came in like a dream, put it down like smoke. We used to be a team, now we let each other go. Your cigarette ash still clinging to my. I've only listened to it once so far, but like every time we repeat it, because this seems like the bridge is building up, you're hearing more layers being added onto it, meaning this might be what this person is stuck on immensely, trying to get past this idea, and so everything keeps building up and building up probably until it reaches some type of climax and it reaches the outro. Just my guess based on how everything went. But again, last time we had something like this, we had random fucking saxophone jazz in there, so who knows how this is gonna end. But this is a cool emotional journey to kind of go on. I like it. God, that uneven beat is so nice. Even though it's not really uneven, but it's just a strength on different pulses, which is cool. And it just keeps building up every time we repeat those lyrics. Actually, it sounds more distorted every time too, which is a nice effect. Ooh. And that kind of just immediately took all the tension out about it. I don't want to stick around. No one's going to save me from my memories. Ooh, that like we did start to change it. Like that last phrase, I don't want to stick around. Now we let each other go, or no one's going to save me from my memories. That part, it just released all the tension when we got to the last time going into the outro. This might be this almost seems to represent to me, especially since that tension went away, that maybe they're finally letting go. Maybe this is the moment that the person's letting go of this relationship or whatever they were holding on to. I think it's gonna like release around here. Right, when we had all of a sudden taking off the distortion in the vocals and having one low voice there, boom. That's like, it's easing away the tension from there. Maybe this is them finally letting go. That's such a cool effect. This is just acceptance. Oh, this is chilling. Ooh. So this is like this almost feels like the end message to somebody being like, "Hey, you've you've caused all this pain. You're just kind of a leash. Get out. I know like your lingering memories are holding on, but I don't want to hold on to it anymore." Oh God, or something like that. It's it's a past breakup song. That's what vibes I get from it. I like that. Like right there, I kind of really like that they kind of have the two lines merging in and out from there. Please just let me go is completely covered up by this is one for you and all your problems. So we're not even like saying just please let me go. This is a fuck you song now. Or that's what it feels like. That's a cool way to do it. Oh. Da, da, da. That gives chills with those lyrics. That was kind of a cool way to end this. Like getting that aspect of, I've learned to live beside it, even though it's over now. I'll always be reminded, like that memory is always going to be like inside this person's mind, but it's like they're learning to live with it and get past it, and that alone is just a journey in itself. This whole thing just felt like one emotional after effect of someone trying to get over a breakup with someone who really, really hurt them. And it's cool because getting like combining more of this grunge punk style with this breakup stuff that you would typically hear from most music in like, let's say mid 2000s, maybe early 2010s. Oh, the 2000s is when grunge and punk were like huge. It gives those vibes along with giving it the build up and just, that's a small little surprise in the in the middle, giving it more trap EDM styles. It's cool to see this much mix. I'm sure there's a lot of other stories about this, and I'd love for all of you to tell me the full context of this, because apparently like Sleep Token does these whole lore things, and listening to him in a very specific order is something you should do. But so I'm going very out of order, and I apologize for that. It's as we're trying to pull up the most popular things and kind of go from there. But so any lore or context stories you want to give about this group, or messages or songs or anything, by all means, I'd love to hear them. And I hope you guys enjoyed listening to my thoughts on this. If you want to listen to the full thing without my content, or, without my thoughts, pausing, starting all that, the original video is in the description. So please just go ahead and watch it and support the original artist. But I thank you for also listening to me talk about it. I become a big fan of Sleep Token just from listening to a few songs from there, because it's such unique music, and I like music that takes you on a journey in one sense or another. So I hope you enjoyed my ramblings. And if you've not done so, like, subscribe, comment, let's have conversations, and continue spreading music like we always do. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys!